Hello and welcome to the Bounties Chase with me, Torture Boy. Do. I don't usually have a theme tune, so I just added one. Welcome back to the Bounties Chase with me and to my amazing players. All of these people. Wave hat up, or if you're Bree, just don't wave. Don't give a fuck about you guys, and I just don't care. Welcome back. We are on session 52. I can't believe we're on session 52. Jesus, feels like I'm getting close to like a summit now that I need to get past. Before we start, have we got any announcements? Simon, do you want to talk about Saturday? Not just in general, like the game you run.
We've got another episode of Forge Through Fire on Saturday. It's going to be intense straight from the get-go. It's going to be emotional. The Go Busters are in the middle of the sea. They faced a really tough battle last time. There was some interesting revelations in the last session, and so they're now going to pick up the pieces on Saturday. So join us. Twitch channel, my Twitch channel, 7 p.m. GMT. Everyone's welcome.
Everything's fine. Nothing bad happened ever. It was a lot.
Definitely don't have anything emotional planned for the next session, so.
No. I was saying to Lauren before we started, we need the egg spell again. Because I know I wasn't in the right frame of mind to appreciate it, and I know that a few people we want a redo of the egg spell so that we can all enjoy the insanity that it was. I'm not going to go into it, but I received some bad news on the break, so I was like out of it. I know Bree was in character, Anthony was in character, and we were all saying like we really loved it, but if you look back on the stream, it's all like we're like, ah. And Laura's like, please, like my eggs.
Like I legit felt so bad.
I know.
Just. Because I know from Lauren's perspective, it was like nobody enjoyed it. This was a mistake, yada yada. But everybody was in character. I really loved the spell. I think me and you already spoke about that.
I was panicking because I had to prepare combat for 10 chickens. And then that was something that I'd never planned for. So, yeah.
Forge Through Fire this Saturday. It's a cracking good time.
It's going to be killer.
Oh, well, I mean, I went for the pun, but you just... Oh, okay. So, does anyone else have any announcements? No. I would like to say a big congratulations and well done to Brianna, because she just found out that she's going to be graduating. Do not tell me she froze. She actually fucking froze. Oh, she's back. She's back. But she's going to be graduating, so well done.
Yes,
You're
congratulations.
Well done. Yes, that's right. We were cheering you on. You're
I didn't hear any of it.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I said it. So, whatever. And so, last time on the Bounties Chase, the group awoke to find Halson alive and well, much to everyone's surprise, and Halson in return finding Leo's ghost awaiting him in the kitchen of the Sunset House, but only for a moment. As Melody and Leo eventually spoke, with him sharing a kiss with her, Raiden also appeared to Melody as Leo faded, explaining Seren Ray was sending them back to help the world, but that when the sky turned black that they must stop Belmont Crystal Water, for he is trying to break Alkane from his prison without opening the door. As Raiden admitted a part of Melody may die in the process, the rest of the group discussed their next plan. Halcyon interrupted Melody, with Raiden fading as she realized he'd heard the whole exchange and saw the kiss with Leo. He asked her to choose once and for all, but to also think on it. As Carolina and Halson tried out DIY on the house, and Quinn attempted and failed to have the house reconstructed, with him making potential enemies out of both the architect in the town and Lady Flanderlock herself, he returned home as Commander Blackwood arrived, explaining to Persephone she's been made a captain upon the first of the melting, and that although she would have to remain in the group, I'm sorry, and that although she would be able to remain in the group, as they'd be more of a Black Ops unit rather than officially part of the army, much like the Black Vanguard, she would retain these army official honors. As the commander left, he admitted that they couldn't move against the Montagues due to political requirements for extreme evidence, as well as the full support of the council. Despite this, he gave Persephone the location of an apparent secret entrance made years ago, assumingly before the Montagues were replaced with demons, and perhaps they never found this secret entrance, as it were. As Persephone thanked him, Jackson interrupted his parents in the middle of making love before being told by Melody that Raiden was coming back, resulting in him being unsure as to what to do. The group agreed to follow Persephone to Fort Helm, with Melody and Halcyon finally reuniting as she admitted it was him she chose, especially after some modified memory hijinks between him and apparently Yano. As the group were transported off the books to a location a few days' travel from Fort Helm by Hope the Glad, the group got ready to find Silrune and defeat the Montagues. Hopefully. You stand by the side of the road. Not actually a road. More of a dirt path. Probably a few carts pass down here every week or so. It is not much of anything. The wind's howling through this mountainous region to the north, and to the south of you there stands this grand moorland. Melody, you know the Gritstone moorland, as do a few others of you in your party. But you know that looking out over it, your home, Eversalt, would usually have been on the other side. However, as the water gently rushes by in the river to your south, it heads to the east, flowing past the town of Valkyr's Roar and into the Dragonmere, the inland sea, as it were. You stand alone. What would you like to do?
As the dust kind of settles and we all adjust to our surroundings, I look around at the group and I go, you know how you have a thought about something and you think, I really should have asked this beforehand? How many potions do we have? Like, did we do a supply check before we left?
No, I think we got the... Oh, man, we got the news and I think we just jumped.
We bought potions.
Did we?
We did?
Yeah.
How many have we got? Because there's none in the bag of holding.
Yeah, the ones that we got that I was holding on to were the 3 normal, 2 superior, and 1 greater healing. The greater healing was going to Melody.
Could I possibly borrow a potion, please?
Yeah. What kind do you want?
Any. Just pick a colour and just throw it to me, and I don't mind.
I think
I'll toss him a superior.
Ooh. Pretty.
I'd like to hold on to the other one, if that's okay.
it's good.
Fine by me.
I'll have a potion ready, if you don't mind.
Yep, take a regular healing potion. That leaves 2 left.
Do you have one, Jackson? Might it be wise for you to take one just in case, like, you run out of spells?
I'll say Jackson is going through his bag. No, I don't have one. I thought I did.
Oh. You take one.
Sure.
How many diamonds do we have?
I have 2,000 gold diamonds.
You have 2,000 gold diamonds, or you have 2,000 gold
I have
diamonds?
2 diamonds worth 1,000 gold each.
Right, I was going to say, because it did not look like your bag could hold that much. So what's the...
Yeah,
What else do we need?
I don't know.
Well, do we have any more diamonds just in case in the bag of holding?
Nope. I gave you the last 2.
Okay.
We've got some leather armor, if anyone needs leather armor.
I'm good.
No, I'm okay.
Could we possibly melt down our platinum and create it into, like, a chest plate?
I don't think we'd have the time
Yeah.
or the skill.
Yeah.
We
Can't be too reckless.
could use some more potions. Just based
We
on
can
what we
always-
needed to.
We can
Yeah.
always go at the Great Gaunt. It's near the entrance as our last supply run.
What do we know about Great Gaunt?
You can all make me history checks.
Certainly.
I'll also say, we can also always use more diamonds, just in case. I'd like to have a little bit more. On standby.
Okay, Quinn. Oh, Persephone, sorry, you would have had advantage. Melody. Not so much, no. Okay, Persephone, Quinn, and Jackson. Great Gaunt, while a town, is a small town. They do not have an alchemist. So the potions you would find there would be... They may have some, but you doubt anything above a regular. They do have a jeweler's there, but as it is a smaller sort of hunting mountain town, whether they'd have the diamonds you would require is unlikely. Yeah.
What about Volkas Roar? Do we know much about what is there?
They have an alchemist.
Are you sure?
Yep.
In Volkas Roar?
Yeah.
You been there?
Maybe.
Is it a big town? Do you think it would be worth us going?
It's a quite a big town. They do have a decent sized jewelers there, you'd know.
Decent sized. Just jewelers.
Okay,
As she says that, you hear and the ground around you starts to tremble. And you all sort of like, but what do you do? As the ground begins to tremble around you.
Do we know where it's coming from?
It's all around you.
All around? Oh, fuck, I'll try to... I don't know, I think in the moment I'd try to brace myself.
Yeah, you brace yourself, yeah, definitely.
Drinking my dexterity mutagen real fast.
Okay, you drink your dexterity mutagen.
I'm turning invisible.
You turn invisible.
Yeah, mage armor.
Mage armor.
Greater.
Greater mage armor, 4th level. Even better. And as you cast that, it stops. And you're left alone in the wind, and you see a few rocks fall down as you experience an earthquake.
Piece of shit.
I know.
Wow.
I have these people on the edge. That's what I have here, and I love it. 4th level spell. I turn invisible.
At least it's only 2nd level.
True. And you didn't roll a natural one because that would have been funny.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do? As the ground sort of settles.
Is everyone alright?
yeah, does that
I got-
happen often over here?
prepared for nothing.
No, not really.
I am not coming out until I know it's safe.
Quinn, it's okay.
You don't know that.
That's true. Okay, should we head to Valkyr's Roar then?
I'm gonna climb on Melody's back.
Well,
I'm staying with you.
she'll kind of like adjust hold so he's properly on her back.
Okay.
Sorry, I may have had a lot for dinner.
It's okay.
You see Yano sort of sit down.
I'm ignoring Yana.
Yana, we're heading to Volker's Roar. Why are you sitting? You okay?
Because
Middle
it's
of the night.
midnight and I'm tired.
Oh shit, it's midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's midnight.
It is like 12:30 a.m.
Oh shit.
The stars are in the sky.
Did not realize that. Okay. Let's meet camp.
Yay, setting up tents in the dark. It's gonna be fun.
Gonna smack Quinn's head and cast light again.
I'm invisible.
He's invisible.
He is invisible.
I knew that he climbed up on Melody's back though, so I can.
I want to try and
guesstimate.
stop her. I want to try and dodge.
Okay, Quinn, make me a dexterity save. Persephone, make me a basic attack roll with disadvantage because he is invisible. I think you're going to hit though.
No, I'm going to use my ring of
Oh, ring of agility.
yeah.
Okay,
Ring of
so
evasion.
even without the attack roll, you swing and he just dodges out of the way. You end up hitting Melody on the back of the head, and the light spell begins to emit from Melody.
I just spell it.
Wow! How dare you? How dare you attack a fellow colleague?
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And she'll cast prestidigitation to have fireflies light up the area so we can set up tents.
Okay, yeah. And I'll say you begin to set up camp, and unless anyone wishes to do anything that evening. He's not muted, Brianna.
I'll sit next to Melody around. Have we started a campfire, or are we just going straight to bed?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. We'll probably set up a campfire for whoever's on watch.
Are we in a big open area, or are we a little bit secluded?
It's a little secluded. You are just by the side of sort of the beginning of the mountains here. There's a river just across the road. I would say the whole area from the river to the mountains is probably probably about a mile, about 3/4 of a mile. So you can be set up anywhere sort of between those two areas, and the road sort of cuts between both. So you guys are kind of at the crux of the beginning of the mountains where you set up camp.
Okay. Well then, before she goes to bed, I'll sit down next to her and go, so, I was kind of distracted. I was trying to get renovations done to the house, didn't quite work out. But what's been going on with you?
Huh?
What's been going on with you? You look distracted. You look concerned.
She's gonna look over at Yano before looking back at Quinn. Hassan's back.
Yeah.
And for a moment, so is Leo. And Raiden.
Oh?
Apparently... Can I close my window real quick?
No.
Yeah, birds are not stay that lively in
These bats sound weird.
DIY Carolina style.
She's an inspiration.
For a moment, they were both back. Apparently, Sed and Ray, has a job for them.
Right.
I got to speak to Leo for a bit.
And so you were saying that they're not dead?
I think they are, but they're coming back.
And so what happened? What did he say?
He left me.
Ooh. What did you say?
I missed him. And I felt bad. I felt responsible for his death.
Do you love him?
Mm-hmm.
But you love Halson.
Mm-hmm.
So, which one do you love more? Don't look at me like that, Melody.
About who I loved more. Did I robot?
You did,
again? Ugh, I hate this fucking computer.
I didn't hear anything after I asked who do you love more.
Okay. I don't think it's about who I love more, but Hassan was there when he wasn't, you know? Not that it's his fault. We never had a chance to explore anything.
No. So what are you gonna do?
I'll tell him when I see him next.
Tell who? Leo? What are you gonna tell him? That you love him?
I don't know. I haven't worked it out that much. I don't know what I'm going to do, but
Couldn't you just
I
like
need to talk
contact
to
him?
Jan. I don't. It's not that simple. I prayed. It was a whim. I don't.
Do you really want to tell him that you love him?
Yeah.
Then why don't you cast sending and see if he's alive?
He's not alive though.
Do you want me to check?
Quinn,
What? What's the worst that could happen? If he's dead, you've just used a spell. And then you don't have to worry about, like, never having told him. I know it's probably not the best way, but what if we die going after the Montagues and you never tell him? And then ironically you're dead and he's alive.
don't talk like that.
It's true though. You've died before.
Yeah. Do you think I should?
Would you regret more not having told him and then dying? Or holding on and waiting and hoping that you meet him someday? Which one is going to weigh on you more? Carrying around the weight of not having told him yet? Or the worry that you could never tell him?
After losing Hausen, I think it would be regret not telling him.
Then do it. There's a chance it mightn't even work if he's not alive.
Okay.
I won't tell if you don't.
Okay. I'll do it, but
Do you want to practice?
Huh?
I could be Leo.
Okay.
Okay, I'll kind of straighten myself up and go, Melody, it's been so long. I've been dead.
Yes, you have.
Death sucks.
It really does.
Especially when you're stuck with Dorian. How's Quinn? Is he still awesome?
He's amazing.
Ah, good. He was always my favourite.
I know.
Now, I believe there was something he wanted to tell me.
Yes. I love you.
Oh. 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 Melody, your words, they ignite a fire in me.
Oh, stop. And she's gonna hug him.
What, was that bad, Leo? Just do it. Look, it couldn't be worse than that.
Okay, I'll cast Sending.
Okay. Who would you cast Sending to? I have to ask.
Leo.
Okay. You feel your mind reach out. And it hits that wall. The wall you almost kind of expected.
Just a wall.
So he's dead. Which then begs the question is how you saw him.
I think Sarenrae granted us a moment.
Well, at least you tried.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor?
Of course.
Actually, a question. Yano, I appreciate that he's Hassan's friend, and I'm glad that Hassan is getting along with you guys. But him and Hassan did something, and
Do I really want to know?
no, not like that. I don't think. But
Not that I'm against that. There's nothing wrong with it. Well,
No, of
there
course
is
not.
when you're in a relationship with someone else, but
absolutely. But he was meddling with what me and Hassan have, and Hassan knew I talked to Leo, and he wanted me to choose, but
Yano wants you to choose between Leo and Halson?
well, both of them did. But the way they went about it, I didn't appreciate Yano butting in
So
when
do you want me to go beat
into
him
our.
up?
Well, maybe
Do you
not
want me
beat
to
him
go
up.
polymorph into a big animal and, like, rough him up?
Should I talk to him? Because I don't. What he did.
I always assume that, especially between me and Yano, there was nothing hidden. You know, we're the OGs, you know? We're the crew. We've been there since the beginning.
So I should talk to him.
Yeah, what is the worst that can happen? He's your friend, you know? And friends sometimes step out of line. I know I have. So maybe he just didn't realise it. Maybe you just need to talk to him. Say, hey, I didn't appreciate the way that you were acting. And, you know, I think you should keep your big nose out of my business.
Okay. Thank you. You're really good with advice.
I am really good until I'm not. I'm on a good streak right now.
You really are.
I'm not so good at advice for myself, though. I really wish I could take my own advice.
I have the same.
Well, you roboted a little bit there. Are you sure you're okay, Melody?
Did I freeze again?
Yeah, you did.
So annoying. Okay, and she'll kiss Quinn's forehead and make her way to Yana.
Wet.
And she'll go talk to Yano after anyone else wants to do something.
Okay, does anyone else wish to do anything that evening? As you're all camping down.
No, not particularly. I'll probably just sit by the fire. Say
Okay.
a couple of prayers.
Okay, no problem. Melody.
Yeah.
You head over and Yano is sort of just done finishing up his tent and sort of looks back at you. Oh, okay, bye. And then he just turns around and goes back in his tent and fucks off. And then
Melody's
he's
been
gone.
so rude today.
Such a cowbag.
Stop with the cow bag.
He sort of
Sorry.
looks. No, you're fine. He looks back at you and Hi.
Hi. And she'll sit next to him, well, in front of him.
He sort of sits down.
I get it. You two got close on the war front. And I see what you were trying to do. But what's going on between me and Hausen is... Between me and Hausen, we're still trying to figure this out, okay? I didn't appreciate you butting in. How would you feel if I butt in with you and Sybil?
I understand what you're saying, and I will take it into account. I am sorry for crossing a line.
I do understand the intention.
He's a good friend, and the war, it changed us. All of us.
I don't know, but I also kind of felt like you were mine too.
What do you mean by that?
You were close with Leo too. You understand what that meant. To at least speak to him again.
So just looks down. I mean, to have a chance to speak to him again, I would have really liked that. But I'm glad it was you.
Can you
Yes.
repeat that? I froze.
He said to have a chance to speak to him again, I'd have really liked that, but he was glad it was you. Just really a lot more sincere than what I just did then, but Karen.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Like I said, I forgive you, but just...
I understand. I overstepped my mark and I won't do it again.
She'll kiss his forehead.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
DC.
Any sort of advantage?
Your DC is high as fuck, no.
Perception?
Perception.
Not that high.
No, your DC was 20. Yeah, you lean forward and kiss his forehead, and he just sort of smiles at you. Get some sleep.
Are you on first watch then?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. She'll kind of rub his shoulder and head to bed.
He gets up and walks over and sits at the campfire. Is everyone off to sleepy bye-byes then?
Yeah. Can I take
Yeah.
last watch?
Yeah, of course.
I'll take second.
Okay.
Stephanie's gonna join in on first watch because she doesn't feel like sleeping yet.
Okay. Yana just sort of sits there and looks around. If you'd like to make a perception check, Kel might want to see what's around. God, that was a shitty roll. Yeah, the night is quiet. Not much is happening. You just sort of sit there, both of you. Do you ask him anything? Do you speak to him about anything as you sit there? He seems quiet, contemplating.
No.
About 3/4 into your watch, he sort of looks at you and turns. Are you sure about this?
Why?
Could be dangerous.
Of course it is. You have a family, don't you?
Sort of. Mother's gone. But I'd have done anything for them, I guess.
See, I don't have to guess. I would do anything for my daughter. Anything.
A parent's love. I hope one day I'll get that. Me and Sybil. Sort of just sits back and doesn't say anything else unless you... No. You both just sort of sit in quiet silence. And your watch ends quicker than usual due to the fact that it is already midnight, so you'll spaced it a little differently. Second watch was Melody, I believe? Okay, Melody. If you'd like to make me a perception check, as you're sort of cross paths with Persephone and Yano, who both separately head to bed, and yeah, you sit there in the sort of the chilled mid-morning, early morning. It's like 3 a.m. You sort of sit there and you look around and you don't see or hear anything. Is there anything you like to do on your watch?
She'll kind of just fiddle with her ring.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Nothing
Okay.
else.
No, that's fine. Who was third watch?
I'll take their watch.
Okay, Jackson. Yeah, you sort of cross paths with Melody. If you'd like to make me a perception check.
At disadvantage, or is it early enough?
I would say I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's a 10 or above, the moon is out and the sky's clear, and I'll give you a normal roll. It's quite a cloudy night, hence the wind and such, so it would be a disadvantage. Yeah.
Not a problem.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, you observe around you at the few trees that are in this area. You see a couple of birds flying through the sky early morning. Nothing really catches your eye, and then Quinlan eventually awakens. And if you'd like to make me a perception check, Quinn, as you sit on your watch, as the sun begins to rise over the hills and the mountains. You are muted.
Oh, I pressed the button and it doesn't work. Can I also make breakfast for everyone, or attempt to make breakfast for everyone?
Sure. Natural 20 on perception. Okay. Yeah, you're sort of just sat there, just sort of looking out, and you notice in the very, very, very distance what looks to be like a swarm of birds flying south, to the south of you, but they're flying from east to west. A bit bigger than birds, but you can't quite make out what they are. But there looks to be about maybe 200 or so.
I knew I should have studied ornithology
Yeah, that's it. Okay, and now you can as you sort of like see that and be like, whatever. You can make
breakfast.
a dexterity check. Yes. For breakfast, as you attempt to cook.
Just for like how good I am at flipping the pan and that.
Yeah, just sort of like with the ingredients, dicing and whatnot. Not save, just check.
Oh, sorry. It's the same thing, so I don't know if you want to just keep that.
Just roll again. Yeah. It ain't great. A lot of the food's burnt. But you sort of like just cover it in spices and stuff.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, you magic it, and it doesn't look very appealing, but you are certain it tastes just like bacon.
Could I start like dishing it up and handing it to people one by one? When I get to Persephone's, I'd like to pop open a potion that I have been holding on to for quite some time and just pour it over her meal.
Okay, yeah, you pour it over her meal. And then, as they all begin to rise, Melody, you get your food. Yano takes his plate and just sort of nibbles at it. Jackson, you get your food. Carolina, you collect your food. And Persephone, yeah, you take your food. And if you'd like to just explain what the potion is.
So firstly, Quinn, as he's handing the food out, says, look, I know it looks burnt. I was distracted by birds, but I promise you it tastes good. So just, try and scrape off some of the ashy parts and it'll be fine, honestly. So basically what he's done is he's had a potion for quite some time, probably since like second or third session. And it's called the Potion of Farting Burps. So the person who consumes this, I believe, for I can't remember the period of time, has a burping fit that basically is just farts out of their mouth.
Okay, yes. You take the plate Persephone in. It seems he's put a bit of a dressing on it, but you don't really think much to it.
Yeah, but it still looks disgusting as shit. And I've got rations in my bag.
I promise you it will taste
And I have no reason to trust Quinlan handing me food.
I have never...
Caroline...
I will say, just to appease, Quinlan, make me a deception check. Insight, Persephone.
Tides of Chaos.
Caroline is eating the burnt bits, so...
I can't.
If you roll a natural 20.
Oh!
You could have, if you'd rolled or 19, you would have matched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persephone, yeah, you take a bite. Where is everyone stood? Because I think you forgot, Simon, that you got this potion off Mrs. Higgs, and I have been waiting.
Oh, shit. I thought it was Jocasta who gave it to me, and then I was like...
No, it really wasn't.
Man, I wonder who's going to die this session.
I have had this waiting for so long. Oh, no, Lauren, you're going to enjoy this. Everyone else, not so much.
Yeah, level 2.
Oh, do tell.
Jackson, he would be off to the side because he was going to do something after breakfast.
Okay.
I'm definitely within sight of Persephone, but at a
I
distance.
will say Quinlan. Yeah, I would say yeah, but you're all within sort of like 30.
Oh yeah,
feet.
I would be close enough so that I could see my maniacal results.
Mm-hmm. I'll say Quinlan, Carolina, Yano. Yeah, I'd say most of you. Maybe not you, Jackson. You watch as Persephone. You feel this. You feel your chest begin to get hotter and hotter and hotter.
Oh,
and you go, and this shockwave of fire explodes from Persephone's mouth. And I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, as you are not expecting this.
Oh my god!
I will use my ring.
Yep, you use Ring of Evasion.
Come on. No!
Okay. Carolina, you fail. Quinn, you succeed because of the Ring of Evasion. Melody, you succeed. Oh, I need to roll for Yano. I should just have his sheet open.
I take half because it's fire.
You do take half because it's fire, so you take half of the half. Yano fails. He takes 17. Caroline, you take 17. As this fiery explosion just rips out from Persephone, and Persephone, you can breathe fire for an hour.
I just say, well, if I'd have known you reacted that bad to chili peppers, I wouldn't have put any in.
What the hell?
My God!
What the hell just happened?
See Yano sort of pick himself up. I do not approve of that.
Quinlan.
Quinlan's not here right now.
Yes, you are. Normally I'd threaten to kill you for doing something like that, but I think this one's back, like, stabbed you in the back pretty good.
How do you know
I'm gonna
that?
blow a tongue of fire at him again.
Roll me 6, Quinlan. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
You're just normal now because I'm expecting it.
Your DC is 13. So he does dodge out of the way, but you still get to roll 6d6 and he'll take half damage. You take 9 points of fire damage, and you watch as his hair begins to singe slightly. You have about 3 charges left, I'll say, on this fire brush.
You deserve that.
What, I deserve to be set on fire?
I agree.
Shut up, Yano. Ow, that was not what was supposed to happen.
Started to pat down the fire so he's not...
I was not expecting to be burnt while I was eating my meal.
Well,
I did not expect to be burning people this early in the morning.
Just making sure we're all on our toes.
You see a couple of, like a caravan with a cart on it going past, and like a family just watching, like 2 kids at the front line.
It's okay, we're a traveling circus. We're practicing.
They're going back. Okay. Like rides along faster, and the kids like, "Mommy, why was that lady breathing fire?" But they go off round the bend quite quickly.
God, I hope you didn't ruin my hair.
I hope I did.
Let's get going, shall we?
Yes, I'll help set up the camp. It's like, gets up and starts moving around. Jackson, you wanted to do something.
Yeah, after you finish eating breakfast, Jackson's just gonna go on his knees and grab his holy symbol and pray.
You can hear you'll say you're near the river, that's why your radiator's acting like that.
Sure.
it's the river.
During his prayer, he will ask Sehanine the same thing that he asked her the day before.
Okay.
I don't remember word for word for what I said, but I think I said something along the lines of, yeah, fuck it. I'll act it out.
Okay.
So he'll grab his holy symbol and he'll say, I know that I asked this of you yesterday, and I apologize for wanting to try again. But she's a child. A child is being used as a weapon for a family of demons. If it is within your power, please save her and bring her to her mother. And I'll try divine intervention again.
Do it. Roll me a 1d100. Your DC is, you got below 10 or below, I believe.
Yeah.
You feel the water ripple. And you feel as if she hears you, but she is not capable of helping you in this very moment. But not necessarily saying, don't keep asking. More saying, at this very moment right now, I am afraid my power is diverted to other places, and it is not able to help you as of yet, but do not stop asking, my child.
Okay. With that, he'll gather his stuff. Alex, just so that you know, as long as they're outside, he'll try every morning.
Yes, that's not a problem, and we'll go through that when we get to it.
Cool beans.
And you guys begin to travel. Now, over the next 2 days, if there is anything anybody wishes to do, you can certainly do that. However, I will be moving us to Valkyr's Roar as you travel onwards. It will take you approximately about 2 days to reach there. I'd say you'll probably reach there on sort of mid-afternoon on the second day. So if there is anything anybody would like to do in that time.
Could I just check over, because I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only potion I got. I'm pretty sure I got the water-breathing potion from Mrs. Higgs as well.
Yeah.
So could I, like, try and make sure that's a genuine water-breathing potion?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Hey, good roll. Yeah, if you drank that in the water, you would suffocate within seconds.
It's a good thing we didn't use it in the caves.
I know.
So do I know what it actually is? Is it just...
It's basically a potion that is meant to be used for aquatic creatures coming out of the ocean onto land. It basically forms a bubble of water in the throat all the way down to the lungs. So to a air-breathing creature, it would suffocate, it would drown you from the inside out.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah?
I was just gonna, if I'd have failed it, I was just gonna drink it to find out what it was, so I'm really glad I made that roll.
That would have been some crazy CPR checks.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. Not water breathing, anti-water breathing potion.
Yeah, it's the opposite of water breathing.
That's-
Water retaining potion.
Is it still the same amount of time? Is it still a minute, or is it...
Yes, it's a minute.
Okay. Cool. Well, if we ever
However,
want a pet fish...
because it drowns you, it cuts like your breathing. Like you're not holding your breath, you are drowning. So it's almost instantaneous, like drowning.
Right.
So you're instantly death saving throws.
Right.
Basically.
Cool. I will keep that in mind.
Okay. Jackson, if you'd like to roll me another D100, we'll say you perform your actions again the next following morning. It hasn't rolled for me yet.
Oh, it was at 86.
Oh, it's just come up saying your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah, I got that too. I might have to reset.
Yeah, I got that too.
I'll reset. It was 86. Okay, yeah, once again, you sort of sit down and you begin to pray, and it just feels like her power is being diverted elsewhere once more, and she's not able to aid you in this at the moment. But she keeps on keeping on, as it is, and it seems like you're going to get an answer at some point, hopefully. You just don't know when, as of yet. You guys bed down for the night. Once again, around evening time, the ground begins to rumble for a few moments, but it passes. Is there anything anyone would like to do on this evening?
No, nothing for me.
No?
Jackson's just pretty much to himself, praying
Okay.
a lot more often than he normally does.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. We'll say you all take watches. The evening passes on without any issues, and you once again travel on. And Jackson, if you'd like to roll me another 1d100 as you find yourself on the sort of the second, third morning of praying.
Sure thing. I just had to reload it because I got the message also.
Yeah, no problem. I think it was just acting up for a minute. Yeah, once again, you find yourself unable to connect with Sahanin, and this time it feels more not now. You begin to sense that there may be something of a cosmic scale happening, and she can't quite aid you. And you all make your way, and eventually you sort of curve around the river's edge, and out into the distance you see a familiar sight, but not from this perspective of the Dragonmere Sea, the same one that lingers at the edges of Sazale. But this time you're facing it from the west, and you look down, and as the slope runs down towards the ocean, you see a town on the riverside, probably about the same size as... It's probably the biggest town you've been to. It's almost as big as maybe Arabelle, which is classed as a city. So you're guessing that this is probably one of the bigger areas, and probably one of the biggest towns in Cormyr before becoming a city. Do you all make your way towards the town, I'm assuming? I'm assuming there's no... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way, and you feel a couple of city guard eyes on you as you're walking through. But they don't say anything. They just sort of give you a careful nod. You pass by a library, which reads on the door, it reads the Giddy Book. And you pass by a what looks to be a house for orphans, which doesn't have a name. And yeah, you enter this town. What would you all like to do?
I think we should split up. Half of us go get potions, the other half gets diamonds, and if we need anything else, someone can go that way.
Are we staying overnight, or are we...
I feel like the soon.
It's mid-afternoon now. Sorry, that was all. I'm just explaining from...
Yeah. I mean, we can, or we can get the road and make as much headway back to Fort Helm as we can.
I mean, I wouldn't mind sleeping in a bed.
Melody will look to see what Persephone wants to do.
Doesn't matter to me. Probably shouldn't split up though.
Yeah, we're all gonna need the money, and I've got the money.
Oh, that's true. Okay, then we'll go together.
Yeah. Plus, it's always better to bargain when there's more people there, because intimidation factor.
Okay. We'll find whatever comes first then.
Okay. You can either make me an investigation check, or Persephone, you can lead the way. It's up to you.
Where do you want to go first?
Well, what's closer? Diamonds or potions?
From the west of the city town, probably the jewelers. Yeah, probably the jewelers.
I'll lead them to the jewelers.
Okay, no problem. And there is no sign for this jewelry. It is a smallish, but for this type of town, quite a large jewelers. It's not the biggest you've ever seen. It's no Arabelle or Sazale. But you come to this sort of beautiful. By the way, can you hear the sound effects and the townspeople and everything? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking birds. There's birds everywhere. And you sort of see like people giving you like looks and such, but you enter into this rather well polished jewelers, and you see looking up from sort of a ledger that she's flicking through, probably a very young elf, and she sort of looks up at you, and gives you a bit of a smile. How can I help you?
Hello. We are here to acquire about some diamonds.
Diamonds? Oh. Let me see what I have. She sort of smiles and steps into the back for a while, and after a few moments, she comes out and she looks at you. I've rolled for all of this, by the way. That's what I was doing before game started. That's what I was also. Okay, so we have multiple diamonds worth 100 gold. We have 4 diamonds worth 300 gold. We have 2 diamonds worth 500 gold, and that is the maximum we have here. What would your price range be?
Look to Jackson. Take the lead on that one.
Holy man.
Hello.
Hello.
I think that we should get, I think the 500 gold would be best. I'll look to Quinn. Do we have enough for that?
Do we get hello, I am the treasurer of this mighty group. Do we get a discount for bulk buying?
I'll tell you what. You, I'm assuming, are adventurers.
Yes, that's us.
Maybe.
Eh?
Do you find yourselves able to intimidate? Not nastily, but
what other type of intimidation is there?
well, a sort of stop harassing her kind of intimidation.
Oh, so you just mean like threatening, but not we're gonna kill you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and turn myself into. Yeah, I'm gonna turn myself into Sybil.
Okay. You're a
make myself-
5 foot tall Sybil, which looks.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
to
she's-
you it looks odd. To her, she's never seen Sybil.
with
Anyway,
like
probably.
I'm gonna try and imitate her really intimidating stare.
Oh yes, that's. Well, make me a performance check with advantage because you're using disguise self.
Question: how's
Yeah.
Yana reacting to fake Sybil?
I mean, insight check.
Okay. Come on, Melody.
You watch me get a natural 2 on the actual intimidation check now.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's just see what Melody rolls. He sort of like looks Quinn over for a minute, a little confused as to what he's doing, but he doesn't show any signs of. Yeah, there's nothing to give him away. He's very sort of normal.
Yeah, that's fair.
She sort of looks and goes, "Oh yes, that will do perfectly." What did you get? A natural 20? How about this? She sort of looks behind her to make sure no one in the back's listening. I'll knock you off 100 gold per diamond. So instead of... Well, I'll knock you off 100 gold per 300 diamond and 50 gold per 500 diamond.
It's a good deal. Who do we need to go and shit up?
Okay, so his name is Im, and he's the... Well, I say he's the innkeeper of the roaming hedgehog. But, and Persephone, you would know that the innkeeper previously was Mavis Dikdag, and her grandson Im Dikdag, both gnomes. was up and coming as sort of her replacement, but he was always a bit of a lech, a bit of a eye for the ladies kind of gnome, and just a bit of an all-round creep, and he was rumored to be obsessed with some elven girl, and you're kind of putting one or two together here. But that was years ago. His name's Dick Dag. His grandmother's a lovely old dear, but he is... Well, he keeps asking to marry me, and honestly, I'm really just not that into him.
Fair. It's a good discount. I'm pretty sure we can just handle one harasser.
That's absolutely wonderful. If you get the job done, come back to me and I'll see you about those diamonds.
Sure
We'll
thing.
make him.
Excellent.
We'll make him worried.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Careless.
send him to Carolina and just have a conversation. We don't need to do anything special.
Okay, well,
Well, we'll
thank
see
you.
soon.
See you soon.
And,
Sort of smiles.
as we turn to leave, I'm just gonna, in my Sybil form, just wink at Yano. Just be like,
Please don't do that.
why? Does it make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
I make a far better
I
Sybil
mean,
than she ever
you
could.
kind of are like wearing her appearance.
Well, I think it suits me.
Indeed. It does not. Please take it off.
Nah. I'll drop it.
Okay.
Fine.
And you guys all head out. Where would you like to go next?
Should we go for the
Let's go.
potions?
Yeah, let's go for the
I think
potions.
it's best to go for the potion.
Because if this guy is like, was it an inn? Did you say this
Yes.
Yes, yeah, the roaming
yeah.
hedgehog.
the roaming hedgehog?
Im.
He's probably going to be there for quite some time, whereas a potion shop might close soon.
Exactly.
Plus, we might need to use a potion on him if we're gonna,
Apologies, it's not the roaming hedgehog. In fact, yeah, here it is. Screw it. Yep, it's too late now. It's alright. Nope, I've combined 2 towns. It's fine. I was reading from a different town. And I'm like, fuck. I didn't think I'd put this story here, but oh well, I have. It makes perfect sense. I'm gonna keep. Yes, and you make your way. Persephone, you lead the way, and eventually, you arrive at the Swirling Elixir. Beautiful, sort of dark oak shop. With vines hanging down and all kinds of vials in the windows, mostly empty, so as not to entice thieves. And you see a guard sort of nod at you all as you walk past, and you head inside. Okay. The smell hits you first. This beautiful kind of lavender and incense as it's gently bubbling away at the desk that sits at the back of the store. Multiple small flat tables with different kinds of alchemical ingredients sat upon them. And at the very back of the room, you see this gentleman. A very old human man. Probably in his late 80s at this point. And he doesn't look up at you. He just sort of, he's sat just sort of like, I'll be with you in a moment. And just sort of writing. You guys
Godfrey.
sort of. Oh. He sort of like stands up very slowly and like begins to make his way. You see him sort of grip the side and then grab a little stick and slowly make his way over to you. What did you do to your eye?
I didn't do anything to it.
And he sort of pinches your cheek a little bit. I know. Oh, I've missed you, Persephone. And he sort of wraps one arm around you, his other arm sort of shaking slightly as the cane wobbles and sort of pulls back.
I'm like, pat on the back.
How was my favorite student?
I'm alright.
Ah. What are you doing back home?
Just stopping by for some supplies.
Oh. Hello there. Are you her friends?
Yes.
We are.
Hello.
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 How wonderful to meet you all. My name is Godfrey. Godfrey Wilberforce. Joanne! He's mentioned Joanne to you, but you never met her, his daughter, who moved away. And you see this probably early 40s, brown-haired woman sort of step out. Dad, what are you... Oh, customers, hello. Would you mind getting the kettle on? We've got some guests. If you have time, of course. If not...
Yes.
We
We have all the time in the world. How does Persephone look right now? Can I insight check her to see how old she is?
Hard to tell. Hang on. Someone else is rolling.
Of course.
How is Persephone looking, Lauren?
Very awkward and uncomfortable.
I don't say anything.
But like, she's just, there's some affection toward this man, but like a family member, awkward and uncomfortable sort of thing.
Oh, I understand that all too well.
Sort of turns and Joanne sort of nods to you all and goes and makes tea. And he sort of sits down at the counter and so how have you been?
Fine.
You still seeing that oh, I forget his name. Alar. That was it, wasn't it? Is he okay after you? Man, that must be quite a while ago now, actually.
I'm just doing these hand signals behind Persephone, like, to the old man.
He passed away.
Oh, Persephone, I'm awfully sorry. I still remember when you brought him in half dead that day, and he looked at you like you were his savior. You probably were, to be fair.
I got married.
You got... Oh. You know, when I got that knock on the door, first day I had laid eyes on you. You were looking for work, and I'd heard rumors here and there, of course, about the girl who was different. The girl who Kaelin so desperately wanted to find a good home for, but I had my worries about you. But look at you now. It's a mighty sword. And I've just been here, pottering about.
Sorry, Mr. Godfrey. How do you two know each other?
Oh, well, when Persephone was younger, and she came to my shop looking for work, and I was looking for an apprentice at the time, and so I taught her. Well, I would say everything she knows, but I'm sure she's been out there and has learnt many different ways of alchemy. But for a good few years, we sat in this shop and we made potions and elixirs and poisons, though if you ask my daughter Joanne, we never made any of those. But we did. Just an old man and a smart girl. Yes. And she went off to Cizale with, well, a good man. I always did wonder what happened to you. Where you went. You said you'd write, and... But I imagine that if things... Anyway. You're here for potions, not a trip down memory lane.
I'm happy with both.
You're a very inquisitive one. What's your...
Quinlan.
Quinlan?
Yeah.
Goodness.
I'm always happy to learn more about Persephone and her friends.
Does he get on your nerves? I imagine he's
Yes.
the kind of... Yes, I thought so.
Can do.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Oh, you're different, aren't you?
A lot of people say that about me.
I think it's how you hang on to every word like it's going to run away from you at any second. It's rather disconcerting. And you see Joanne, she sort of like puts the table down. Dad, don't be rude. Very nice to meet you all. I'll handle the business. You keep giving people things for free. And he's like, oh, well, that'd be the old ticker going. That's your brain, Dad. Oh, the old ticker going. And she's sort of, I've heard about you, Persephone. It's very nice to meet you. Dad spoke about you quite often. So, what can we do for you here at the Swirling Elixir? What are you after?
Y'all can talk
Potions.
too. It's not just me.
Some healing
here.
potions.
Very well. Let me see what
Any
we have.
potions? Any special potions?
Okay. Well, Dad, have you not took any special potions lately? And he's like, I think I might have put something in the back. You want to have a look at that? In the metal box. Okay. And she's sort of like, okay, give me 2 seconds. And she sort of heads back inside. 2 seconds. And she sort of comes back out. Okay, so healing potions wise, you've come on a good day. I rolled for these all as well, and she sets down 3 health potions. So we have 3 normal healing potions, no greater, but Dad's been practicing and he's knocked up some superior potions, and he's been teaching me as well. So we have 2 of those. Do you still have that supreme potion, Dad? No, I gave it to that lady, the one with the red hair. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, what was the name? Black Vanguard woman, I don't know. No problem. You would guess that it would be Heartlesser of the Black Vanguard, who may have stopped by here. What for and why, you don't know. Last time you saw her was up at the warfront. Yeah, she hired, yes. Okay, Dad, no problem. So, altogether, that'd be 50, 100, 150. 2 superior, which cost about 2,000 each.
But because Persephone's a good friend, we're going to get a discount, right?
Well, yes, you are.
Excellent. 50%?
No. You're
60,
going to take
that's very
the lot.
generous.
You're going to take the lot for 1,000 gold. And I'll hear no more of it.
Godfrey.
No. And you see, I was going to suggest 25%, Father. Well, I'm suggesting that pack it up for 1,000 gold, including the metal box potion. She sort of like looks at the metal box.
What is the metal box potion, might I ask?
Are you sure about this? Yes, I am. Can you at least tell me what the potion does? No.
Can you tell me what it does?
I too am curious.
You be trusted.
Absolutely.
No, not at all.
I don't know about him.
Well, they trust me with their money, so apparently I'm trustworthy enough for that.
I don't know why they trust you with the money.
Look at this face.
Yes, you're not really selling it. Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Tied to chaos to level it up.
Yeah, no problem.
Persuasion.
Fuck me.
Son of a...
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's my third natural 20
Yep.
today.
All
Get
good.
out of the way before we go into the demons.
That's it.
I'm just going to
That's
smile.
it. Well, I guess so. This is a potion of heroism. You gain a bit of extra life force for an hour. No concentration required like other spells. You, out of character, you gain 10 temporary hit points for the last 1 hour when you drink this. And you are also, for the duration, under the effect of the Bless spell. So you get a d4 to all attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
Yup.
It's just the one of them you've got?
I'm afraid so, yes.
It'll still come useful.
And you're being very, very generous. Thank you.
No, I'm not. I'm being a good mentor.
Could you teach us how to make it?
Oh, with time and preparation, I could certainly attempt to, but if I'm being honest, he sort of looks at you, Persephone. She could probably make magical items if... Well, let me have a look. And you sort of... I never did show her
Wait,
this.
Persephone could make magic items?
Not
Shut up.
quite. I never showed her, but I imagine... I was going to give it her for her 10th anniversary working here, but we never got that far, so... And he sort of opens up a book beneath the counter and pulls out only a small little manual. This should help you make potions. He sort of puts it down. Nothing too crazy. Basic healing and greater healing potions. It costs money, of course. And it is rather difficult. But hopefully it will help. And he slides it across.
Okay.
And I'll send you the document. Either in the break or next session. But basically in there you can create health potions, if you want to write this down. Health potions, greater healing potions, potion of heroism, Potion of invisibility. And then I believe there is also 2 seconds. Potion of speed. Spell, not drug. Potion of water breathing. And also there is a potion of flying. And they each have their own DCs, and basically each have their own DCs and own costs to make, basically.
Okay.
But it's cheaper than buying them. So yeah, he sort of just smiles.
That's
Thank
incredible.
That is amazing.
So, what was Persephone like as a student?
Absolutely wonderful.
Did she talk a lot?
Quinn.
He was. He sort of like looks it over at you, Persephone. He was favorite student. You sort of see his daughter like, except for my daughter, Joe. She's leaving. Oh, well, I'll see you later. Oh, well, she'll be back. She owns this place now. She has to be.
I mean, while she's gone, are there any other potions that you have that might be on sale?
When?
Nothing special. Most of them you'll find in the book for less than what I'll charge for a potion here.
No, what you've given us has been a big help.
It has. Can't thank you enough.
Yes, you've been more than generous. Thank you.
Thank you. I suppose I should say goodbye.
Oh, one last question. Do you know Im, the innkeeper?
Oh, that dirty little prawn. Yes, I'm aware of who he is.
What's he like?
Oh, well, if he looks up my daughter anymore, he's going to look like him, but with 2 black eyes when I'm done with him. And he sort of like shakes.
What would you
He's
say?
a little rat, if you ask me.
What would be the most effective way of shushing him or stopping him from harassing people?
Oh, well... Oh, probably just straight up scaring him. He's so used to having his own way and making people uncomfortable that no one ever really stands up to him. I think you probably could just scare him into whatever you need him to do.
Good. Well, if we manage to succeed, he shouldn't be bothering anyone's doors.
Excellent. Because he's been going after Joanne for a while now, and he's 20 and she's in her 40s. Like, I mean, I'm all for an age difference, but come on, that's my little girl.
I think we'll be able to handle it.
Yes, he'll be sorted.
Oh, you are wonderful people. Would you mind if I had a moment with Persephone? Alone.
Not at all.
Of
course.
You two catch up now.
We'll wait for you outside, Persephone.
And he sort of like watches everyone leave and smile and... Are you okay? Really?
Not really.
Would you pass me that empty cauldron there?
Get it and pass it over.
It's sort of like pulling out bits of ingredients, some that you recognize, some that look extremely rare and you've never seen before. He starts throwing it in. And he just like clicks his fingers and the fires light up underneath, and he levitates over herbs and he pours that in, and it takes about 3 minutes, and he looks very, even for his advanced years, he looks very sharp still. He's not, he puts on the crazy old man, but he's still working up here. And he reaches over and he snaps what you know to be a not a basilisk tooth, but what looks to be the scale of a basilisk. And then you see him reach down and pull out a golden box that he sets on the counter, and he opens it, and you see this horn spiraled, and he gently just snaps off the end and throws it into the cauldron, and he stirs it, and he doesn't say a word unless you do, and he just stirs and stirs, concentrating. And right, that's it. And he takes a vial and slowly scoops out this golden, almost glittering liquid. Well, it might have cost me about 3,000 gold, but I think it'll do the trick.
What is it? I'll take it.
It's your 10-year anniversary present. From me, an old man who wished he could have seen you two be happy. 7 years, he says, not 10. 7 years. I'm getting confused with something else. Drink up.
Now?
Now.
I'll drink it.
It is delicious. And you feel your head almost spin slightly. And you open your eyes, and you open your eyes. And you feel, for the first time in such a long time, as both your eyes are working. As you find yourself depth and colors, and he gently reaches up and takes a little bit of your hair and just curls it behind your ear. There. That's better.
Pull him into a hug.
And as you stand in the swirling elixir, in a hug before you part and say goodbye to the man who wasn't your father, but in some ways was, we're going to take a break.
We'll be right back.
We will.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back to the Bounties Chase with me, Toshboy, and these incredible players. As we last left off, the group arrived in Valkor's Roar, where Persephone reunited with a father figure and mentor, Godfrey, the alchemist of the town. They also made a deal with the jeweler to deal with a gnome who had been harassing her, the owner of the inn, the hedgehog, the something hedgehog actually, the roaming hedgehog, which is definitely in the town it's meant to be in. And I didn't screw it up. And in return, she would give them a discount on the diamonds they were looking for, 50 gold off of each 300. No, it was. Was it 100 gold off? I can't remember what it was.
100 gold off of 350 off of the 500.
That's correct. Yes, yeah.
That was like 200.
Nice try. And as Persephone and Godfrey spoke on their own for a moment, Godfrey whipped up a potion using some incredibly rare ingredients to cure Persephone's blindness. And Persephone, as you step out of the shop into the midday sun, the group sort of all turn to look at you at once, and you all see this.
I fucking love that. Persephone. Your eye.
You look beautiful.
Thanks.
So proud for you.
Okay, let's go scare the crap out of an innkeeper.
Okay. I'll head there.
Okay, yeah, you make your way across the town square, as it were, and eventually you reach the Roaming Hedgehog, which is a small one-story, but kind of fancy-looking tavern. And as you sort of go in, you see that it has an almost straw roof meant to resemble the pines of a hedgehog. Sorry, Simon, did you want to say something?
I was just going to say before we went in, I just wanted to kind of stop everyone and just say, what is the game plan here? Because we need to be organised.
Just let me take care of it.
Do you need us to look threatening behind you? Give us some direction. What should we do?
I think Persephone's pretty threatening. Like,
I could change us to look like something different.
Persephone.
Believe me. I've got this.
If you want, I can, while you're speaking to him, I can have him hearing dissonant whispers with thaumaturgy.
Oh.
If you want to.
I'm very curious to see what you have planned.
Do you need any blessings or guidance? Yanos. Or any inspiration? Okay. Hang on. Jackson, you can do that, right?
The guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
I must hum slowly home and give her some bardic inspiration.
Okay, so you got a D4 and a D10.
Yep, guidance.
Sorry, I don't think I've actually ever learned how to do that, Jackson. Sorry.
Fuck, I wouldn't know that. It's
No,
fine.
you would not.
I know.
I will focus all of my look on Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
You have my look.
So you may get Ben luck as well. Okay, and Persephone, you head inside, and as you go in, you find it to be not the rowdiest of bars ever, but it's certainly a cheerful and nice atmosphere, and there's lots of drinking and quite a few gnomes in this establishment, as well as a few humans and a few elves. And you see at the bar a very short, probably 3.5 foot tall gnome stood on a stool at the counter, just like pouring drinks, and throws one down and goes, "That's for you, beautiful." And he's just like running around and pouring more drinks. And yeah, who's asking? He sort of like flips.
Don't remember me?
Oh fuck. Oh, Persephone, girl, it's been a while. Oh, you want me to come? Of course. He just sort of jumps down and. So, how you been? You been well? You look well. You look great, actually. You seen anyone?
Yeah, actually, I just saw Godfrey's daughter and the girl in the jeweler shop, both who said that you've been harassing them.
Oh, well, harassing's a bit of a big word, you know. You're just playing around with them. You know what I mean? Like you're there and you're like, "Hey,
You're
girl."
harassing them.
Ooh, that's a big word. It's a big word for such a pretty lady.
I'll use smaller words so your tiny male mind can understand. And I'm gonna activate Necrotic Shroud right in his face. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
He does. I'm just gonna roll a d20, flat out, base wisdom.
Are we outside
Wait,
or
charisma,
are we
sorry.
inside?
Yeah.
Charisma, he does get a +2 to charisma, so it'd be a 15. That's up to you. Are you guys outside or inside?
I want to be inside so I can see.
Does
I'll be
Persephone
30
want us
feet away.
inside?
He succeeded.
Yeah, that's the question.
He still looks shit scared. He's just not magically frightened.
I'm gonna use Ben Look.
Okay. Oh, right.
bring that
Yes. Roll
score
that
down.
d4. Roll that d4. So yeah, it was 15. 11.
That fails. I'm gonna the end of the front of his shirt so he can't run away.
He's like, his legs are like running on air. He's like, no, please. And everyone in the bar's just like.
When that happens, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy so that he's hearing dissonant whispers. And I'm gonna make it fucking Freddy. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make it creepy along the lines of the whispers that I used to hear when I was younger.
Right. Fuck. Right.
Yeah.
He's like.
Can I also use Thaumaturgy and have her hair like just blowing back?
Yes.
Just
Yes. And you just watch this like this. Just
blow out a few candles.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
wait, your eyes are pitch black right now, right?
Yeah.
Like the angel of. And he's just screaming bloody murder. What do you want? I'm sorry, what do you want? He's like trying to get away, but he can't.
I want you to leave the girls of this town alone.
Make me an intimidation check with advantage, with guidance, and with bardic inspiration.
And Ben Look as well.
And look, you can use it.
Let's see if we can get the highest score we've ever had.
What's gonna work?
Oh my god!
Okay, so roll a d4 first. 20. Roll another d4.
And
25. Roll a d10.
Come on, get
I
a
roll a
10.
d10. Get a 10. Get a 10.
That's not 28. He pees his pants. Everyone. I'm sorry.
Over here. If you're being a creep to anyone in this town again, I will find out.
I'll become
I'll find
celibate.
you.
No, I'll be celibate from now on.
I'll drop him.
Cleansing, and sort of like, and there's like a splash. It's like, and everyone's sort of looking at him like. And you see Persephone as you sort of like drop this form, and you sort of turn back. You see Mavis, his grandmother, sort of sat in the corner, just rocking, doing a knitting, and she's like, Oh, hello, Persephone. She's just sort of like, and she goes back to her knitting. Oh, you've spilled something. But she's just not noticed anything.
Can we
Turn
make
around
him
and walk out.
Wait. Can we make him pick something out of the bag?
No!
Why not?
No, he
Not
doesn't
summoning a
deserve
dragon
it.
in my hometown!
There isn't
plus-
a dragon in there, that's a myth.
Come on, we have to get the diamonds anyway.
Yes, and he doesn't deserve it.
You see people start running out and like whispering to other people, and they're like, oh, "No way! Like Im's been wetting himself. Yeah, he was in there just totally wetting himself. Like he was so scared. I thought he was gonna actually just start crying." And then another girl runs out and goes, "He's just started crying into his own wee."
Do I hear? Does Carolina hear that?
Yes.
Yeah. She says, "I also heard he pooped his pants."
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and soil the back of his pants.
Oh my god.
Not a double advantage, but help. You see a couple of them, not everyone, but you see a couple of them go, "Tell the town crier, Damie, Damie!" And you start hearing, and in the distance, eventually, as you're all making your way, start hearing, "Justin! Im of the roaming hedgehog has wet and shit himself on the tavern floor. News says a wandering angel put this local creep to rest." And you begin to make your way through the crowds, and I assume back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Not the tavern, the jewelers.
The
sorry.
jewelers.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, quick question. Just for visual purposes, does Persephone still have the scar that's there? Or is the scar also healed?
It's there, but it's not as profound as it was. It's very face like, you know how you have like little white scars instead of like proper deep scar. It's like one of those down the side of her face. It just looks like a part of. It almost looks like it's part of what you would assume most ASMRs have on their face. And it's sort of gilded itself into like a little circle. And then like a line, and then it's bended in on itself.
Okay.
And you make your way back to the jewelers. And as you arrive there... Now, question. Do you take your time for news to get around? Or do you go there straight up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll say you wander a little while around, and eventually you arrive back. I'm just going to roll a d20 very quickly to see. In fact, it would have modifiers for this to see how.
We took him with us and just thrown him on the floor of the jewelry shop.
Right, she's impressed. And you enter the shop, and she is just, oh my god. How did you make him do that? That was amazing. I've heard so many people coming in here telling me what's been going off, and then I heard the town crier himself. You are amazing. You are all amazing.
We were just keeping our promise.
Amazing enough to give us the diamonds for free.
I like my job, but I'll tell you what. I'll give you them for 1,000 gold, the lot.
Abso-diddly-lootly.
Okay.
A lot? As in all of them?
Yeah, all of it.
Done and done.
There you go. I'll give her the 1,000 gold.
Thank you. You've made me very happy.
We're happy to help.
Glad to hear it.
What's your group's name? I'm assuming you're adventurers.
We're kind of rethinking it at the moment.
Well, I don't really know. I want to tell people about you and get them to make sure to look out for you, but I don't know how I'd do that if I don't have your name.
I think it'd be better that people didn't know we were here.
Oh,
maybe.
Very well.
We move around a lot, and you know, it's best to just.
I'll just say some hero folk came in then.
Yeah, just say heroes of the war.
Heroes of the war.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, if that'll be all, thank you very much, and have a lovely day.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. You too.
Is Jackson taking all the diamonds, or do you want me to put some in the bag?
How much was it again?
4 300 gold worth of diamonds and 2 500 golds. Yano actually steps up and goes, I can take one of the 300 in case you go down, Jackson.
Oh yeah, you can cast Revivify.
Yeah.
can't you?
Yes.
We'll split it. You take 2, I take 2,
Okay.
and then I can.
Do you want to put 2 in the
Take-
bag?
Yeah, I'll hand over the 2,000 gold diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the 2 you already had.
That's a
The
really
2 I already had,
Yeah.
and I'll take the 2 500.
No problem.
Okay. I'll add that in.
Okay, and as you sort of step out of the jewelers, the sun is beginning to go down. What would you like to do?
Do we want to rest here for the night, or start making our way to the entrance?
I mean, I wouldn't mind resting up here, but please tell me there's somewhere else to stay other than that Roman hedgehog place.
Yeah.
There is another inn in town. It's called Kind Karen's. Persephone. Karen is different. She generally caters for a bit more of a higher class than potentially the roaming hedgehog does. However, no meat is allowed on the premises. She is a staunch vegan and suspected member of the Emerald Enclave.
Those guys.
It's called Kind Karen's, though, and you can explain that.
Kind Karen's, but I don't know that you want to stay at that place.
Why not?
How come?
The owner's a vegan.
What's a
Okay,
vegan?
no.
What does that mean?
No meat on the property at all.
Well, we could take some,
So
and
it's
they
an
would have some.
all-female
No.
hotel?
Not allowed.
What do you mean not allowed? What do they eat?
Non-meat
Plants.
products.
What are non-meat products?
Plants.
Anything will...
Like potatoes?
Yeah.
Potatoes, plants, vegetables.
As long as they
Wait,
don't
what
contain
do you-
meat.
What do you eat your potatoes with? Like, do you normally have them with like a steak or in a stew, or
No.
you know, with like a roast chicken?
Mm-mm. No, they don't.
No
They
meat.
just eat potatoes.
Potatoes and
Crazy.
plants.
I
and
know, it's
fruits.
crazy. I
Maybe
don't
some
know,
nuts.
I'm scared.
How do they survive?
Off of nuts, fruits, plants.
That's not food. That's
It's just a different kind of food.
nature.
Who would even think about that kind of lifestyle? That's so weird.
I'm
Have
scared.
they
I'm
never
scared
tried?
of that
Maybe
place.
it's just because they've never tried bacon. Maybe if I try and give her bacon, it'll like have she'll have a revolution.
Anyone who contemplates that kind of
Quinn.
lifestyle is
Yeah.
insane.
Quinn,
I would highly
I-
suggest not doing that if we were to go there.
Just a tiny little bit. She would. Is she
No.
one of those people who she's like, I've never tried this. I refuse to try it because it looks icky. And then she tries it and she loves it, and then she becomes like a super bacon.
They'll have strong beliefs about not eating meat, that it's potentially cruel
To who?
To the animals.
to the
But
animals.
they're dead.
Exactly.
So what? We just let them rot? What about the meat?
You know what? We're just not gonna go there.
Yeah, because that
No,
place
I need
scares
to. I
me.
need to know how these people live.
Quinn, some places are too scary to explore.
I feel like my whole life I've been looking for a purpose. a divine purpose, and I feel like the gods have charged me with this introducing bacon to their lives.
I would highly suggest not doing that, Quinn. They take it very seriously. From the few that I knew back at the temple.
I take bacon very seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how would you feel if the way that you feel about bacon, if somebody
stripped him from bacon for life?
If they just took it from you?
That's just being cruel.
Exactly.
That's how they would feel if you try to introduce bacon to them.
But if they've never tried it, then that's different to what you've just said about me, because I've tried bacon and I know it's delicious.
But they probably had it and just don't care for it.
You know what? Forget the Bounties chase. Their world is already over if they've never tried bacon. Like, we need to save these people.
Persephone, are there any other inns in this town?
Pretty sure that's it.
So what we just sleep on the floor?
I prefer that than sleeping there.
Why?
Or we can just start making our way as far as we can and just camp in our tents.
I think so. I think that'll be best.
Yeah? Yeah.
I start making my way out.
Go.
Don't worry, Quinn. At least you know I'll never go vegan.
Do I know where this place is?
No.
No.
You haven't seen Kai and Karen's, but thank you for that. It meant I could combine the two towns I mixed up together, so thank you for that little expose. While you guys were doing that, I was world building. Well, world swapping over.
Can I see if it's on the way out?
Make me a perception check as you all begin to make your way out of the town. You do not see it as you leave. And Persephone, you know it's just on the end at the corner of the west gate, but you managed to lead him out without any issues. At least you think you do. Quinn, roll me a 1d100.
I was waiting for it.
Okie dokie, here we go, ladies and folks. 2.
Hey! You'd roll that!
I need that!
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I took your 2.
Damn! Took my dog away from me. Is what you did.
That is a low blow.
Wow, that hurts.
What's
Two.
your really bad as well?
Not the dragon.
I think that's mine. Yes, Alex. Just yes. You watch as Quinlan and his entire head, his arms, his torso, his body explodes with feathers. He's like Daffy Duck.
What? I'm
Beach.
covered in feathers?
But they're like your skin.
So I have fair. Almost.
Feather.
Feathers.
I'm feathered.
Yes.
Chickens don't have fur with their
It's like
feathers. It's just
you can
feathers.
see your 2 eyes and your mouth, but there's like feathers getting in your mouth. Yeah.
What?
You see the guards just sort of like, shh. What is it? What is it?
Hey, put your weapons
Just
down.
an idiot. It's just an idiot.
It's a side effect. He's special.
Wow.
Even the guards start laughing like, that's a good one.
Don't you laugh at me.
Good day, people. See you later.
I'm gonna cast disguise self and make me look like me again.
Doesn't work.
Oh, come on! Can I try and...
I can alter the rules on it. Whatever I want.
Does it hurt to pluck one of
You
the
can
feathers?
always-
Yeah, you take 1 point of damage.
How many feathers do I have? Is it more than 45? Well,
Quinn, is this your wild magic, or do you think the vegans did something?
it could be the vegans. We should go and get
No.
revenge on them right
This
now.
is-
It's not that we.
You know what? They've done this to me.
They knew what you were planning, and they cursed you.
Carolina,
Like a million
shut
cat
up.
hairs in my tea. That's sad. Sorry.
No, Simon, I completely understand that. There's times I find cat hair in my cups. I understand.
Ugh.
It's really adding to the experience right now because I think I've got some in my mouth. Where is this, Karen's?
No.
Tell me, Persephone, where is it?
No, we have to get going. We're going and going. Let's go.
I'm not going to see the Montagues like this.
Why not see
Sure,
the
it'll wear
Montagues
off.
like this?
I'm sure it will wear off by the time we face Montagues. And if not, then yeah.
We'll figure something out, Quinn. Let's get going.
Sorry, but the phrase "the vegans did this" is.
I really
You know
should
what,
have
just
thought
'cause-
about this before I wrote it.
Yeah.
Just because it's a lot of fun, Quinn. You cast a spell, right?
Oh yeah, roll me 1d100.
Oh,
Roll
no.
20, sorry.
I'm sorry. Please land on a 1.
Nah.
I was hoping for it.
And we will say, as you leave the town, you begin to make your way out and along the road. Now, Quinn, after as you camp down that night, the wind once again picking up as the trees the few trees that there are gently blow in the wind. You watch as Quinn sneezes, and all the fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Bless you.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
And you hear in the far distance, "That's what you get for eating meat!"
Do I see anyone?
You look up and it came from the hillside, but you don't see anyone.
Can I polymorph into a giant eagle and go after
Knew
them?
it.
I was joking.
I don't care. The vegans did this to me.
Sure, you fly up there, and you watch as this little old lady runs through a tree and vanishes. She
was a magic
trying
vegan.
to escape. She is a magic vegan.
Was she a druid?
Yes. And I assume you return to the ground. Roll me a d20, by the way.
I'm going to circle around for a little bit and just keep an eye out.
Okay, well, make me a perception check. I think you have an advantage.
Let me see if I've got the Eagle sheet. If not, I'll just roll. I do have the Eagle sheet.
Yes, yeah, you should do.
Advantage on perception. Wow.
Yeah, you fly around for a while. You don't see anything of note as you're sort of circling around the mountain, the beginning of the mountains and around the camp and everything. Eventually, you land back down. Does anyone wish to do anything in the camp that night, or do you just wish to carry on traveling your journey? It's up to you guys.
Melody, when right before she goes to bed, she'll start writing in her journal or her songbook. Actually,
Okay.
she's gonna start writing a letter to her father.
Okay, no
Just
problem.
talking about everything that she's been through since she last talked to him.
Okay, not an issue. Yeah, and if no one does anything else, we'll move on to the next day. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and the morning comes, and we are going to do a little bit of fast travel. We don't usually do this. So it's a bit different. So if there is anything anyone would like to do over the next 3 or 4 days, please let me know as you set off on your adventure. You see a couple of carriages go past you, but nothing much. Jackson, do you get up every morning and divine intervention? Also, can you hear the birds?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll do it 2 more times.
Okay, so 1, 2. Okay. If you want to roll me a 1d100s.
Oh shit, I wasn't ready for that.
Yes! Here we go, babes.
The exact same number.
Here we go.
Okay. You are by the river again.
Mm-hmm.
And you're praying, and you can smell breakfast hopefully not being prepared by Quinlan. And part of you's praying for that as well. And you watch as out of the water, made from pure river water, sparkling blue and clear, you watch as the figure of Sehanine rises. So that where you're kneeling, she is head height with you. She reaches out and puts a hand to your face. We are facing a trial. We fear something's going to free Alkane. We are attempting to monitor and see what is happening. I cannot be of much aid to you, but when you see the flash of golden light across the night sky, know that it will mean Silrune Inkheart has returned to Fort Helm.
Okay.
She slowly I am sorry I cannot be of more aid.
Well, maybe I can be an aid to you.
Maybe.
For
But
Alkane,
now,
Belmont, Crystal
Yeah.
Water.
aware
Okay.
that something else is lurking in the shadows.
Something?
Her eyes drift past you.
So she's like looking behind me, or
She's looking over your shoulder, yeah.
I'll slowly turn around.
What is her name? She's looking at Carolina.
Carolina?
Odd. I see the entire pantheon. Everything that ever was and that ever has been. Every life brought into this world and every life that is lost to it. How remarkable that I have never seen her light before.
Ever?
Whatever she is, Jackson. Her eyes focus on you again. She was not born. And you watch as the water
Jackson will just turn to kind of just look at Carolina. She wasn't born? Then he'll go back over to his tent.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And finish setting up, because I'm guessing that was the morning.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, he'll finish setting up, and then he'll get everybody together. Out of character, did anybody else see that?
No.
Okay. I just spoke with Sehanine. She can't do much, but there'll be a flash of golden light in the night sky. That'll be her telling us that Silrune and Elizabeth have returned to Fort Helm.
We'll be ready either way.
At least we have a telling.
So, do we wait then, rather than just going straight in?
I still
we
think
still
so.
Yeah, we're still a way out, so
That's what I mean.
still
If,
have to be
if we got there,
What if
though,
it-
and
Yeah.
we hadn't seen it, do we wait? We could visit Great Gaunt if we were.
I think we just wait for their return.
Yeah.
That way we'll know that they're there.
Well, why don't we head towards the crypts, and then if it doesn't show by then, we could stay in Great Gaunt. We could see it, I assume, from Great Gaunt, because it's up high.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
It means we're not camping out in the open.
Okay.
My
And I
eyes just dart over to Carolina a couple of times, but
Mm-hmm. She's just there playing with what looks to be a bit of cloth that she stole from the drapes at Sunset House. She's like,
It's an addiction.
and your journey continues on. So it will be 3 days before anything else happens. Does anyone wish to do anything within those 3 days?
No, nothing too crazy. She's just gonna continue writing letters each night for her dad.
Okay.
I'll say, like, after 2 days, just as we're kind of walking along the road,
Okay.
I'll kind of just, like, not pull away from the group, but just, like, to the point where they can't hear anything I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just say out into the open. I'll just say, so am I going to wait for you to come to me? Or do I have to come and speak to you?
Make me a persuasion check.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos, because I have not used that whatever day we're on.
You get no response.
Fine. Be that way. And I carry on walking.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, you make your way for another day as you continue walking along the path. And everything's quite calm. You begin to see far, far, far in the distance what looks to be the beginning of an actual main sort of path road. And you haven't seen many people traveling down here for a while. And it's probably about midday when you all sort of notice that the birds stop chirping. And the ground begins to shake again. I need everyone to make a perception check, please. As the ground shakes and shakes and shakes.
Shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to be on
Okay. Jackson and Persephone, you make the DC, so you will not have disadvantage on the dexterity saving throw. As you both feel the ground shake, and then you hear and a landslide collides down onto you. You both get to make dexterity saving throws with a normal roll. Everyone else, you have disadvantage.
I'll use my ring to succeed.
Okay. Jackson, Persephone, and Quinn, you manage to dart out of the way as the rocks collide down. You'll take half damage as this landslide happens. I forgot how much it was. You, Melody and Carolina, you will take full damage. You take 53 points of bludgeoning damage. Now, I need Melody and Carolina, and Yano also needs to make his dex save and perception check, actually. So 2 seconds. See if he makes it. Perception. Oh, he doesn't have disadvantage, but he fails, so he would have disadvantage on his dex save. Which he fails, so he also takes 53 points of damage. Right. So you three now need to roll me a d20 each. So this will be for Yano. Okay.
Just a straight D20, no
Straight
modifiers?
d20, no modifiers. Okay. You are all trapped beneath probably about 10 foot of rock. Luckily, none of you rolled below a 4, so you can still all breathe. Persephone, Jackson, Quinn, what are you doing as you sort of stumble back, like some of the rocks hit you in the head, but you watch as your friends just get flattened by this landslide that just spills from the mountain and onto the road.
I start digging them out.
Okay, make me a, well, if whoever wants to make strength checks can. Melody, Carolina, you can both make strength checks as well. Yano will also make a strength check as you guys begin to dig.
Oh, this will go over well. Strength check.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, he doesn't have disadvantage.
Oh, I accidentally, now that it mattered.
Has the landslide stopped?
The landslide has stopped and the ground has stopped shaking. Persephone, yeah, you start pulling away at rocks and stuff, and everyone else is struggling. Okay, as the rocks shift, I need Carolina, Melody, and Yano to roll a d20 again.
Come on.
And Quinlan, yeah, you start pulling away as well, but the rocks do shift. Okay.
Wow.
19 squad!
19s.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you guys are starting to move rocks away. You've still got quite a way to go to get them out of this kind of situation. There's 2 more strength checks, guys. So if Melody and Carolina, you want to make strength checks, and the other 3 make strength checks as well, and we'll see how well you do.
Better, at least.
Far.
Oof.
Okay, I'll roll for you now.
Just a one-man army today.
Yeah, you really are. Which is not great for everyone else, because that means they're going to have to roll another d20 in a minute. But you are just pulling away and the rocks sort of shift and foot. You're probably about 5 foot down now. So you've probably got another strength check to go. But first, Carolina, Melody, roll those d20s. You're fine. If everyone else would like to roll strength checks again, as you are still trying to dig.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, you sort of see like a rock get pushed aside, and you see Yano sort of pushing one. Melody also pushing one. Carolina, you sort of kick a rock out from underneath you, and you sort of begin to make headway. You have one more check, however, because due to the rolls. However, Melody, Carolina, Yano, d20s. Okay. Who was the first one? Carolina.
Yeah.
You cannot breathe. What is your constitution modifier?
Let me check. My modifier is a 4.
Fucking hell.
What?
Freaking
What?
Jesus Christ.
You have an 18.
Okay.
Yeah?
Make me an intelligence check to see if you can work out. Because obviously you're gonna go try to breathe here.
Yeah. This is not gonna go well.
You open your mouth to breathe, not realizing that all the air has been trapped off, and you begin to suffocate. I need to check for suffocation in 5e because I didn't look this up.
Would it be the same as drowning?
A creature can hold its breath, but she's not holding her breath because she didn't work it out. When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive a number of rounds equal to its constitution modification. Okay, so you have 4 rounds. You can survive until you pass out, Carolina. However, I will say your strength checks are now made at disadvantage, and everyone else can now make me a strength check. Oh, that was a saving throw. Okay. You watch as Yano pushes his way out and sort of collapses. I'll help you, just give me a minute. Melody, roll me a d20. The ground shifting affects you. It almost does, but there's just this tiny little crack that stops you from running out of air. Carolina, you are 1 round down, you have 3 to go. If everyone wants to make strength checks again. Yano's going to help Melody. Okay, who's Quinn helping? Melody or Carolina?
Whoever would be nearest, because I'm assuming we don't know who's under the rocks.
Well, no, actually, that's a fair point. So you're sort of just helping each other.
Yeah.
So you're digging with a 16th. How many 16ths is that? 3. Yeah. You managed to open the airway for Carolina at least, and eventually, after a moment, Melody, you also get free, and you both sort of clamber out of the what's left of this landslide on the road, and sort of take a deep breath as silence sort of returns around.
Wait, so everybody's out now?
Everybody's out.
I'll cast Mass Cure Wounds.
That sucked.
Yeah, that was a bad roll.
No, I meant just that whole situation sucked.
Oh. Everybody gets back
Okay.
19.
Hey. Carolina's disorientated and she says, "Thank you, Quinn." Like, obviously mistaken Jackson for Quinn, like disorientated.
So she's acting normal.
Oh no, that was what the hell? So you just look up and you can see half the mountains just like crumbled and collapsed down from this shaking.
Bad mountain.
What is causing that? Earthquakes are more frequent.
Yeah, there's never been, you growing up, Persephone, there's never been earthquakes really in the area.
I don't know.
At least not before. It's been a few years, but
Quinn, can you pass me my fedora? It fell off.
It got lost in the...
I can see it, you idiot.
Well then come and get it yourself.
I'm catching my breath. I just got crushed and nearly suffocated.
I'm gonna firebolt the fedora.
You would!
It got lost
is Carolina going to do anything?
in the landslide.
Can I counter spell?
Yeah, of course you can. He goes, and it just doesn't work.
Do it again.
Think about it.
Counterspell again.
I'll do it until he runs out of counter spells. Because it's a cantrip.
Seriously.
Thanks for calling me special.
You wanted to lock me up in the basement.
You hear
Yes.
hooves on the ground as you see a caravan of two older women sort of like riding, and in the back there's a what looks to be an older gentleman just sort of sat drinking, and it seems like they're on the way to Volkas Road. They just sort of wait. What seems to the? Oh no, I don't suppose you lovely dears had help move. This we're not really able to pass otherwise.
It's gonna take more than a few hours to clear this road. We are trapped underneath it. It'll take a while. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess we'll just. Where shall we go, Prosker? Yeah, we'll get an inn until they clear the road.
What are you going to
Turn back.
Valka's Roar for?
Alright, just trade.
What are you trading?
Supplies, we've come from Great Gaunt.
What kind of supplies?
Oh, just wines and whiskies.
Oh, booze.
Aye.
No.
Lifting rocks is thirsty work.
No.
Anyway, we'll be off now. And you sort of see one of the women turn, and the horses begin to turn around and make their way back in the direction to a new destination.
We should make our way. Ugh.
I agree.
Okay.
Onward.
Okay, no problem. You make your way, and you begin to get further and further along until you are probably a day out of where this location is supposed to be. Can I get perception checks of everybody as you are traveling?
Is the stream working for anyone else?
Oh, I got an error occurred.
Yeah, I've got it as well.
Oh,
An error occurred. Uh-oh.
no!
It's streaming. It's like the actual thing's live. It's just YouTube doesn't want to.
Oh no!
It's not been content claimed, has it?
No. I just refreshed.
Yeah, I'm on.
Does it work?
Yeah, I'm on buffering.
Yeah, it does that, and then it goes to error.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just buffering. Buffering.
Let me have a look.
Yep, error occurred.
Damn it.
Error occurred.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me try stopping it and starting it again. Maybe. You can just do part 1, part 2.
No, we haven't been. Nothing's happened to it.
Weird.
Yeah. It's the actual stream is fine on OBS's side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have a look at any other live videos. Like, I don't know, strange to say, but it might be a YouTube fault.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I think it is. I think
You don't
it
got
is a YouTube thing. I'm not getting anything. Like, I'm trying out a few now, and they're buffering.
So it's just streaming in general.
Yep, can't get on anything.
Yep.
Let's
Well,
see.
it's been a while since we had a good old-fashioned technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Especially when it's not our fault.
Weird. Yeah. Weird.
Interesting. I imagine you can't record.
It's still technically live, so I'm assuming that YouTube's going to be recording everything. I can record the rest of the session if you want me to.
If you wouldn't mind, just in case.
Yeah.
There's the backup, yeah.
I'll stick it on record just in case.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, what just happened?
So we're having live stream issues, but it's apparently affected all of YouTube because every other live stream seems
not
to be
working.
down.
Oh,
And someone
shit.
just made a super chat donation.
Yeah.
$2.
Holy sh!
Much appreciated. get the feeling that's how much YouTube spends on their servers.
There we go. Like everyone's saying, all live YouTube streams got took down.
Hackers.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, guys. Well,
Wow.
we're going to record what's left of this session.
Yeah.
Um,
If this recording is if we have to record it rather than put it up automatically on the stream, then we can just cut this bit out and act as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So you guys continue traveling on, and if you haven't made a perception check, can you please?
I haven't. Oh.
Are you recording?
haven't.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording.
All right. No worries.
Oh,
God,
sorry.
this takes me
Perception
back
check?
to the early days
Yes,
of R&R.
please.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bam.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Okay. Jackson, Quinn. In fact, all of you bar Carolina. Let me just check for Yano. Boo, 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 boo. You hear this, and you see in probably about a quarter of a mile away a group of trees just scatter. And you hear in the far distance, "Ah! Ah!" It sounds pained, like I did then, because I was in pain. But yeah, you hear that, and it sounds like something has just crash landed.
Can I giant eagle and go and look overhead?
Yes.
Can I jump on his back?
If you want.
Sure. You jump on his back, and you both fly over, and you see, laying down in a nestle of trees, one of its wings broken, a gigantic bird that you have seen once before. As you see laying there, a rock. And its wing is broken, and it's crying in agony, as it seems to have crashed out of the sky.
Can I see? Can I make any sort of check to see what caused it to fall out of the sky?
Make a perception check.
Does it look like it's like skidded and then landed, or has it come straight down and boom?
It looks like it's come straight down and landed on its wing.
So maybe wasn't that its wing was already broken, it may have got broken in the fall.
Yes. Yeah. Melody, you sort of look around, and the weather here is quite cloudy, and there's a low-hanging cloud level. It may have just been flying towards the mountain, not realized how low it was, tried to turn as fast as it could, and just came straight down.
Okay.
But it is screaming. And you all hear it screaming too.
Yeah, I'm heading in that direction.
Yeah, Carolina was heading.
I'll land us like 100 feet away.
Okay. You sort of land nearby where these guys are approaching.
I'll transform back.
It must have run into the mountain. The cloud covered. Probably couldn't see.
You guys have no idea what it is at this point.
Well, what do we do with it?
What can we do? It's...
Put it out of its misery?
You guys are there, by the way. Persephone,
Yeah.
Carolina, Jackson, you have arrived.
Oh, hi guys.
What was that?
Looked like a rock.
Yeah, you remember
Oh.
that thing that attacked us in Eversalt?
Yeah, I remember.
Sounds wounded. Yeah, no, so.
It's broke its wing.
Birdie. Poor birdie.
I can help it.
Why do we want to help it?
Why wouldn't we?
Because
Yeah.
it will kill us.
Would I know
Do I-
if like rocks are inherently evil or good? Or...
Everyone can make me a nature check.
You beat me to it. I was about to ask that, so.
I was about to ask. Nope.
Yeah, Persephone and Quinn and Jackson. And Melody, yeah, nearly all of you actually, bar Carolina. You're kind of like
Okay.
a rock. Why are we helping a rock? It's just a rock. It's made of stone. How did it even fall out the sky? You would know that rocks, while predator birds, are not evil. They're just animals. They're just beasts. They can be docile. They can be predator-like, but it depends if they're hungry. It depends if, how they are treated. It depends. It's like any wild animal. It can both be looked after and also hurt, and it will respond in kind.
Yeah, rocks aren't evil.
No, they're not evil, but they're animals. They're unpredictable. And
So are humans.
But humans aren't that size. And, well, we've already faced off against one rock and it's killed, well, we thought it would killed one of our party members.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that this one deserves to die.
Gonna walk towards it.
Okay. Melody turns around and starts making her way forward. How close do you get?
As close as I can get.
I mean, you can walk right up to it if you want. It's just
What if it attacks me?
Exactly. What are you going to do?
Yes, I'm gonna walk at least 60 feet away.
Okay,
And
so
I
you get
kind
to
of-
like the edge of the clearing. Well, not clearing, the edge of sort of like this little wooded area. Is everyone else following, or are you just all just...
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
say...
Jackson,
I'm right
follow.
behind her.
You're right behind her. Okay. Yano follows as well.
I'm gonna hold Blight, just in case it tries to attack.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, Caroline is keeping a cautious eye because she's still like a bit distrusting.
Melody and Jackson, you get the closest. What are you doing?
Does it see me?
See if it notices you yet. 2 seconds. Perception. Oh, it has advantage. Yes, it sees you. All of you. Sort of just watching you warily. It's in agony, but it's watching you warily.
It's not looking aggressive, is it?
Make me an insight check. It's a giant bird, it's hard to tell.
Okay. She's gonna go as close as she can until
It doesn't attack, but it growls in anger. If you're going to try and get any closer, I'm going to need whoever's going to try to make animal handling checks. And please note, you will probably only get one, so I would be wise about this.
she'll stop where she is, not go any closer after that, and then kind of just reach out and cast Healing Word.
Okay. Cast a spell.
Level 4. Just
Okay. Go for it. Yeah, the magic wraps around its wing, but it's not strong enough. It heals it, but the wing still remains broken. It's going to need something a lot more powerful.
does the rock kind of respond? How does the rock respond to that? Like, is it
sort
picking
of
up that word?
shakes, but it doesn't know what you're doing. You'd have to get closer and make an animal handling check.
Okay, I'll inch closer.
Melody.
What?
Careful, dearie.
Just make sure Quinn doesn't blast it. Let me do it.
I'm only going to blast it if it attacks us.
I'll start inching closer.
Okay,
First one.
Jackson, make me an animal handling check as you inch closer and you approach this creature.
Yes, cowboy.
Yeah, yeah, you approach, and it sort of looks at you at first.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll get right next to where the broken part of the wing is.
I'm right behind him. And I'm gonna sing... I'll sing Firefly and give him inspiration.
I'll say apply that to the animal handling check.
Huh?
We're gonna retroactively apply that to the animal handling check because it's gonna make no difference to the cure wounds.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to roll a d10, Jackson.
Oh, I rolled it. Oops.
No, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. So 30.
30.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go right up to it and I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 5.
Yeah, roll it. What was the healing word again? 15 plus 9. It snaps back into place and goes. It still looks quite. If you figure if you throw another one of those into it, you probably fully heal it.
I'll throw another one.
Okay, you throw another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw another one into it, and you watch as it sort of.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow, great roll. You watch as it sort of rises off the ground, and its humongous body enveloping this entire area looks down at you all.
There you go.
Leans in very close to you, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And looks over at you, Persephone, and then you, Carolina, you, Quinlan, and you, Melody. Leans down, and its ginormous head just sort of buffets into you, Jackson, slightly, as it nuzzles you.
Pet his nose. It's okay.
Sort of pulls away slightly, and sort of takes a respectable distance back, and
Yeah, I'll back up at that point.
you feel like your wind and
Yeah.
the hair's going through your wind and everything, and it just takes off into the sky and
Bye, birdie.
flies away into the distance. However, you did make a very important DC there, so well done.
Yay.
DC 30.
Really?
Not for the fight, but for something else. But don't worry about it. Well done.
Okay.
Well done, Jackson and Melody. And yeah, you guys, do you continue on your journey? What would you like to do?
Yeah, we'll continue on, but right after that, Melody's gonna look at Jackson and just say, "That was kind of incredible."
Yeah, I've always been fairly good with animals. Never a rock. That was the first. And he'll like just kind of rub his hand from where he pet the rock.
Yeah. Okay. And you guys make your way, and as you camp down that evening, who's taking watches?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay, Quinn, you're having a lion.
Yay.
Yana will also sleep in. Who wants first watch? Who wants second watch? Who wants third watch? Who wants fourth watch?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
Third.
I'll
Third.
take the morning.
Okay. Melody, if you'd like to make me a perception check as you sit out in the cold. And... Yeah, you don't see anything out there. In the night sky, it's quite cloudy today, and so you don't really get much of the moonlight. But your dark vision helps you, and yeah, no one passes by. You don't hear anything traveling on the wind, and your watch passes on. Carolina, if you'd like to make me a perception check as you sort of sit. yeah, once again, you sit out and it's very calm, very nice. And it's a nice evening. But you don't see anything. Persephone, you're sat on watch if you'd like to make me a perception check. You're sat there and it's calm. The clouds starting to clear now. And your eye catches something. As you turn to the left, you see what looks like a meteor. Burning gold as it flashes across the sky as your daughter returns home. Well, to the only home she remembers. To the home you're praying to liberate her from. You have your message. You have your sign. Do you say anything to Jackson as you go up?
I'll tell him.
Okay. Jackson, if you'd like to make me a perception check.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The night passes on to morning, and it comes for you to travel once more. As you all awaken, what would everyone like to do?
I'll sit there and prepare my spells and say an extra long prayer for Silverone and Solana, Persephone. And I will also thank Sehanine for the message.
No problem. Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
I'm gonna go down to the river by myself and just sit for a minute.
Okay.
And then pray to Alar.
Okay.
Found our little girl. I know I've done some terrible things in the past. I know I haven't made you proud. But I hope you know that I will bend heaven and earth to save her and bring her home. Someday I'll see you again. Hopefully, I'll live through this and be able to watch over her for the rest of my days, but it's not going to be an easy fight. But I know you're watching over me.
Okay. You stand up and begin to make your way back. It may not be easy, but I know you can do it. You turn expecting to see him, but there's no one there. And as you guys make your way, you arrive at the place where the crypt is supposed to be. So, I will need everyone to either make investigation checks with advantage if you're going to work with someone, or straight roll if you're not going to work with someone. You're going to try and find this place on your own. Because there's meant to be an entrance by the river, but you're going to have to look for it.
Is this just one person making it, or is it
No,
everyone's making it?
you can decide. Basically, you can decide if you want to work with someone else, and you get an advantage on the investigation check, or you can go solo. Yano offers to help anyone if they need help, or he'll go solo too. So it's up to you guys.
I can help whoever needs help. And she's gonna sing home
Okay.
and assist anyone who needs it.
Are you going to give bardic inspiration?
Yes,
Right.
to whoever wants it.
Okay. So Melody's helping in that way.
Let's see. Out of character,
Mm-hmm.
I have a +5 to investigation.
I have a +0.
+2.
+4.
Yano will cast Bless on Jackson, Carolina, and Persephone, just for the hell of it, really.
Alright. I'll take some help.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on... I'll give Jackson Bardic Inspiration, and
Yeah.
if Carolina, if she was going to try.
Yeah.
Okay, you can both make investigation checks with your bardic inspiration, your guidance, and whatnot.
She's just singing throughout.
And your bless, of course. Oh, that's for saving throws and checks, so you wouldn't have cast that because it's not.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'll roll all of it to see what it does.
Yeah, come on, roll.
D8.
D10.
D10.
D10. Yeah. Ugh. D10.
Oh,
You know what? I'm
Wow.
just gonna stop rolling. I rolled my good roll for the day. I made a pet bird. I'm good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Persephone and Carolina, you find it at the exact same moment. As you see Jackson sort of just like looking through the grass, like, I don't know where it is, guys. And it's like, Yano's like, come on, Jackson. But you both sort of stumble upon a tree as you sort of both made your way to the sort of the edge of the bankment, and there's a tree in the center where you sort of both meet. And you both instinctively go back to pull away the brush that surrounds the tree, and you see carved into the tree this stone, sort of embedded underneath the tree almost, sort of, so it's well hidden, this stone hatch, which looks like there's a large handle, large two handles that sort of pull open from both directions, and you kind of figure that this is probably the entrance, which will go under the river and then begin your journey into the crypts. What would you guys like to do?
Carolina signals the group to come to the entrance.
Okay, yeah. You head over and you
Can I see if it's trapped at all?
make me a perception check. It is trapped. Magically.
Yana, do you have
Yana.
to spell magic still?
I do, yes. Do you want me to cast it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he sort of holds out his hand and closes his eyes, and yeah, he'll cast Dispel Magic. When it rolls, which it will do any minute now, I'm sure. Any second.
the good news is the stream's back up.
Yay!
I think it's saved everything, so...
Oh, brilliant. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Make sure to go back and watch the last bit if it wasn't there when this goes up on VOD. It involves a rock, but the group have now found the entrance, and they are attempting to dispel the magic that lingers within the trapdoor. You watch as Yano throws his hand forward, and the magic... I don't think that worked. I can try one more time, but then I'm out.
We could just try hitting it with something.
No. I'm gonna go up to Yano and like kind of put her hand on his shoulder and sing Firefly and give the bardic inspiration.
Okay. He will attempt to cast it again. He will make his charisma check. Yes, he doesn't need it. He and you watch as this evil, this death, that was lingering on this door. This spell so old, and Carolina, you hear a word in your ear and you know exactly what that spell was. The spell that killed you instantly up in the Tower of Dawn. As it fades away, the power word kill is dispelled from the door.
Yeah, Carolina keeps muttering it. Power word kill, power word kill, power word kill,
Do you
power word kill.
mind?
Serious trap. Also, he has a +6 to straight charisma.
Yes.
Wow.
I just think he wooed Sybil.
That was not Yana.
You are correct.
Totally.
Oh, totally.
Well, who's going first?
Sure, I guess I'll go first. Yano says he sort
Well,
of
you're
pushes
already
past
there.
and he sort of like, okay, it's locked. He sort of walks back.
Excuse me. And I'll pick at it.
Okay, make me a thesis check.
Yee.
Guidance.
You have guidance.
Where the fuck is it? Okay, there. Sorry.
You see Melody just sort of like rummaging around in the bag.
What's the guidance with?
It's a
D4.
D4.
Okay. Second, I like spaced out. I didn't know where.
You're trying, but it's just not. You can't really work the lock at this point. You'll have to try again in a moment.
Okay, I'll try again.
Yeah, it'll take you a few more minutes.
Oh, still guidance or no? Am I still guided?
It depends whether Jackson cast again. He didn't announce that he cast it again.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, I didn't announce it, sorry.
no, you're fine, but it doesn't work, and you now know that you're going to have to take some real time. And you sort of sit down and you realize this might take you about 10 more minutes.
Sorry.
Guidance.
Okay, you have guidance.
Channel that Cassie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, your guidance.
D4.
Eh.
Just. You think you're about to lose it again, and then the door's
done.
open.
Haven't done that in a while, but she's good. She's got it.
And I thought you were losing your touch.
Never. Just open the doors.
You open the doors, and you see this dark stairwell that leads down into pitch blackness. It's single file. It's very narrow. What would you all like to do?
I'll cast light on my shield.
Okay.
But I'll dim the light.
So it's just enough
So
to
it's
see
just-
your surroundings. Yeah, fair enough. Are we going in?
I'll
Let's
drink
go.
my mutagen real quick. And then,
Okay. You begin to make your way down this small, narrow space, which sort of turns into almost a crawl at some point before you push yourself through. Pushing, and eventually you come into a very narrow, jagged, cavern that seems to run on and run on and run on into the darkness further than you can see. You can hear what sounds like water in the distance as it seems to descend in front of you. Do you close the doors behind you, or do you leave them open?
Probably close it.
You close the doors behind you, and you stand within this dark, cold cavern. And that's what we're going to end this session.
Oh no! Let's keep going.
Oh!
Save 5 and 11. Okay.
Well done for spelling that.
Woo.
You need to get a charisma check of 19.
Jesus.
Ah.
You did.
And that was just the entryway.
I know.
That.
Yep. Welcome to, well, I'll move you to the map.
Just have a little sneak peek. Ooh. Oh my god, that looks beautiful.
Oh shit. I love that.
Oh wow.
That is hauntingly beautiful.
When we get deeper in, I'll probably say next week, but Jackson will change the color to that blue to match it.
Yeah, no problem.
Are those webs?
Where?
Up top. Look, it's full of webs.
No, it's not. No, that's the rocks.
No.
For what's about to come along and see where we go. Also, I think this might be the most we've traveled since the Underdark, like in one session. Like, you guys traveled in total this session 11 days.
Holy shit! Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's a
Oh,
long
wow,
time.
it's like some
Oh,
good
guys.
old-fashioned foot travel has happened.
Yeah, it has. It's been a good
Yes.
while, and you know, as long as we make sure that we get those character moments in every day and try and keep it alive, I'm quite happy with it. However, we will see what happens next time, and the adventures you're missing while you're out there. Nice perception check there, Quinlan, with that natural 20, seeing that big bunch of birds heading towards a direction that seems symmetrically like Erebor.
Yep, I know exactly what they are.
Alas, we will find out. Well, you won't find out next week, I doubt. But I am very excited for next week. However, after next week, there will be a week off as I am away for a week. So we'll see where that leads and where that goes. And yeah. Thank you for watching the Bounties Chase. Make sure to check out Saturday for Forest Through Fire. And I have so much. We got through one page of 11 I have for this dungeon, so let's do this.
No.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. And is it Thursday yet? Or Saturday? Or whatever.